Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thumb the live stream up on your way in. Only the weak will fail. Only the weak will fail. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what Trump tweeted in the midst of the protests that we got going on, the global mobilization, over 800 demonstrations worldwide, all the outrage that seems to be out there. He posted, only the weak will fail. And I agree. He's telling the truth. Only the weak will fail. That's right. Now, I find this particular stream extremely important because there's certain adjustments that we have to make. And these tariffs are causing a lot of mayhem, a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos. And in the midst of all of that, the American citizens are going to have to carry the brunt of what these capitalists and classes are doing. And the recession is already here. Hyperinflation is here in a matter of days. And the people are already struggling. The people are already suffering. And the nation is already destabilized. But only the strong will proceed and continue. But it's going to take adjustments, right? And a lot of people aren't ready to do what it's going to take. A lot of people are not willing to be action oriented in the midst of what's taking place. And something I noticed in my previous broadcast is that a lot of people, man, I want y'all to hear me, a lot of people, they kind of shut down halfway through the stream. I could tell by the comment section down below. I can read the environment. And a lot of people kind of zoned out. It's like a lot of people want to hear that the world is going to end. That's what y'all want to hear. That it's over. It's going to be done in a matter of days, weeks, months, or years. Well, the truth of the situation is, ladies and gentlemen, no man knows the day nor hour that Christ is going to return. No man knows the day nor the hour. That's scripture right there. Mark 13 and 32, verse 37. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. I've had people say, Breed, why are you trying to tell us to prepare long term for this country? We under Babylonian captivity. Why are you telling us to prepare for this and make this adjustment, make this investment, do this, do that? Why? Because we don't know the day nor the hour. And you had people in my comment section saying, Breed, it's going to end in the next 8 years. It's going to end in the next 2 months. It's going to end in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Look, you're wrong. You're wrong. And I don't know what camp has been teaching y'all that this is Babylon is going to fall in 8 years, but that's a lie. They don't know what they're talking about. Matter of fact, when we escape our captivity, we're going to be great in substance. Prophetically, that's what it says. I know everybody wants this to happen in their time, but it's things that our people are going to have to do, right? Now, I want to show y'all something, first and foremost, right? First and foremost, Slavery. Because everybody's talking about the 400-year slavery is over and it's going to end any day. We're going to leave captivity great in substance. But they're talking like it's going to happen any day. Look, January 31st, 1865 is when slavery ended. December 6, 1965, the 13th Amendment abolished slavery in the United States. So let's say that's where slavery ended, right? Our captivity. Now let's do the math here. Now peep this. Slavery ended 1865, right? To 2025. Slavery ended 155 years ago. 155 years ago. But here's what I need y'all to understand. We are prophesied to serve 400 years. 400 years. Follow me here. 400 years. It's not up. Slavery has just changed its face. Wrong button. Slavery has just changed its face. People are still in mental bondage, in slavery, still under captivity, still, serving the other nations. And listen, if you want to do the math on that, you got a couple hundred more years left. So no man knows the time, the day, or the hour. Now, what I've realized is a lot of people want to hear that they don't have to do anything because Jesus is going to return. Well, with that mentality, not making the proper adjustments, not networking with the right people, not, actually liquidating assets and coming with tangible solutions, not seeing the importance in gardening, livestock, land, not understanding the importance of gold, right? Not understanding that you got to make certain changes towards independence. And given the information, a lot of people who are under a religious spell, they're under a religious spell. They believe in that we don't have to do nothing because Jesus is going to return. New Breed, just tell us about how it's going to end so we can sit back and just think that all of this is going to be disrupted all at once. No, I'm here to tell you that you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to do something that leaves an inheritance for your children's children. And you are going to have to do the work. You are going to have to start your own businesses. You are going to have to navigate through this system. Now, I'm going to tell you, Trump is telling the truth when he says only the weak will fail. But what I disagree with is the fact that Trump is a classist. It's about classism. It's about getting rid of the middle class. And this is something that I believe is extremely detrimental. And nonetheless, it ain't nothing we can do about that. It ain't nothing that we can do about that, but adapt. Now, I've shared with you all a lot of information that will help you. Now, we know that people who are going to start businesses may get better tax breaks, and they may be getting an actual check for properly running a business. I talked about doing financial literacy courses. I talked about, online businesses because the retail apocalypse will come. And when the retail apocalypse is here, you want to be able to adjust because most business will be conducted online, right? It will be conducted online. And since that's the case, you want to catch the wave. Now, some people are saying, well, how are we able to do that? You got to be able to hire a marketing team. You got to hire, and if not a team, hire somebody who knows how to do marketing. Hire somebody who knows how to build websites, who knows how to use the algorithm and use AI to put that stuff out here. Look, I'm just bringing out information that may help some of you all. Keeping in mind that your job is just something that you should use to fund your true passion and what you want for yourself and your family, right? People blank out when I talk this way because they are too religious. Listen, I don't know what camp, what organization, what church is teaching y'all that America's going to fall in the next 8 years. They don't know when America's going to fall. I'm telling you, they're lying to you. I'm telling you that America will fall. And I'm telling you that Christ will return. But nobody knows. Nobody knows. Those camps are lying to y'all. You got to actually do something or you're going to fail. You're going to be sitting here waiting for the second coming and you're going to fail, bro. I'm just telling you. And that's a weak mentality because you're being a sheep. Being led by these Judas goats. Look, I'm going to tell y'all right now. When Trump said this, when he tweeted this right here, he did it for a reason. Now, mind you, he tweeted this in the midst of all this chaos going on. All this panic that's going on. He's telling you, look, only the weak are going to fail. Because guess what the weak are going to do? They're going to procrastinate. They're not going to take heed. They're not going to accept information. They're going to say all information that's given is doom and gloom and fear mongering. And I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. And we don't have to do nothing. All we got to do is sit back and have the peace of the Lord. Well, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. And if you don't fail personally, if you don't make the proper adjustments, your grandchildren are going to fail. It's a miracle that some of us are able to make it the way we're making it because people didn't put the proper preparations in place for us. We didn't inherit homes. We didn't inherit land. We didn't inherit, finances. We didn't inherit gold. We didn't inherit resources. But guess what? It's up to our generation to start. Do y'all want to be in the same situation? Do you want your children's children in the same situation that you were in? That's the question. You thinking about the next generation. Do you want them in the same situation where they inherit nothing? The mentality that we have, this religious mentality that people have, that's exactly what you're going to get. That's exactly what you're going to get if you don't start doing something. Let me see. Somebody says they've been saying the end is near since humans could talk. You can literally search Google images and find people holding the end signs in every decade. Exactly. Exactly. We don't know when it's going to end. But nonetheless, I'm out here giving y'all pertinent information. And I noticed when I started talking solution, when I started to really hone in on what the solution is, I noticed something. I noticed that people in my chat, in my comment section was like, I disagree with you, Bree, because, it's going to end soon. We only got a few days left. Why would we literally, I've seen somebody in my chat say, why would we prepare long term in America? Listen, you're supposed to be preparing long term in general. The way we're supposed to think is about what's going to benefit our children's children. And as long as you're in Babylonian captivity, you still have to play the game. I hate to tell you that. So if I start telling people, look, if I start telling people the AI is going to be a big deal in the next few years, you should learn everything you need to learn about it so you can make a good income, right? Somebody has to work on these AI bots. Let's keep it a buck. Somebody's going to have to be a mechanic for the AI, for the robots. This is the truth. Look, some of y'all may come into a lot of money doing that. And then you can take that money and purchase some land for yourself. My job is to change your thought process. You use the system to work for yourself. That's all I'm preaching. But people like, I don't know, Breed, it's going to end in 2 months. It's like, what? What use will you be for the kingdom thinking that way? Life don't stop because some religious leaders are telling you things are going to end in the next 8 years. And I know which camp is saying that. I'm just not going to say their name, but they know they dead ass wrong for teaching that. They know it. And this is the type of false doctrine. This is the type of lies that keep people under a spell. They don't know when it's going to end. None of us do. They can play with the Bible all day and manipulate and all of that. But the same churches and organizations that are saying that, they're not even getting no land for the people. They not even doing nothing. They just having feast days where everybody get dressed up and come together, and they ain't doing nothing. Is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. They're not doing a bare minimal. They're not digging no wells. They're not getting no land. They're not doing none of that. And they have the resources to do it. Bella Ring says, I think the Lord will return in my lifetime, but that could be 40 years from now. Not tomorrow, regardless. People spiritually prepare and physically. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly it. We don't know. You don't live your life thinking that the world's going to end in 2 months. And I don't, and I have to rebuke a lot of people out there for doing that. Somebody said the fear-mongering people love using homophobia to scare people. Use religion to scare people. The end is near to scare people. I don't understand how you relate homophobia. I don't know. I don't understand that comment. But nonetheless, listen, Trump says only the weak will fail, and I agree. Only those who are sheep, only those who don't see the value in independence, only those who refuse to change some of their character flaws and work well with other people, only those who don't see the importance in actually networking in person, opposed to using online and the divide and conquer mechanism they got in place. Even though online will be a huge tool, you still got to see the value in firsthand interactions, connecting with people. Because when things get crazy out here, you want to have a network of people. And that's what I see going on in these communities, man. And I was a little bit thrown back. I'm like, soon as I start talking solution, showing y'all what's to come and how we can adapt, I was shocked that everybody was like, bro, why would we make long-term plans here? It's going to end. Babylon's going to end tomorrow. Well, hell, why do it with that logic, right? Why do anything? Why live your life? Why go to work tomorrow? Babylon going to end anyway. If that's your mentality, you are defeated. That's a defeated mentality is what I'm trying to express to you. Somebody says, Nina 84 says, I used to live like I had only a couple of months until I became closer to the Most High and used money as a defense. Exactly. Using money as a defense is highly important. Understanding the validity of your resources. But a lot of people are moving in fear. A lot of people don't get it. Listen, I talk about what's going on in these last days. I am very aware, very conscious of what's going on, and I speak about it all the time. And I'm going to continue to speak about it. I'm going to continue to warn people. I'm going to continue to cry loud and spare not and be a watchman. But my life ain't stopping. I'm still working. I'm still networking. I'm still moving. I'm still staying active. I'm still doing what is necessary to make sure that I secure a future for my children's children. understanding what's going on in the times and moving accordingly. I'm even willing to sacrifice and go through moments of discomfort if it's for the greater good of my family, of my bloodline, of my legacy. Even if that means taking certain losses, even if that means I don't live this extravagant lifestyle, even if that means I'm disciplined with my finances and I'm not out here doing all this frivolous spending and trying to stunt and be looked at by other people a certain way, even if it means that I put away all the vanity, you know, do something tangible for my children, something I can pass on, do something that makes more sense, then that's what I'm going to do. But I'm not going to stop living life. I'm not going to stop living life. I don't like the fact that a lot of people were commenting in the way they were. I was like, I got to go back live because Trump said only the weak will fail. And I agree. I don't agree with the tariffs. No. The Bible says that you should charge the rich. The poor and middle class is not supposed to be carrying all of this. I don't agree with it. I think Trump is a classist. This is classism 101. He believes that if you come out on top, that means you made the right financial decisions, and it is what it is. And I agree with that. That is the truth. That's the type of situation you're facing right now. But those who are in the know, those who understand how to navigate, those who are locked in with the Holy Spirit, those who are locked in with God's people, then guess what? Those people are going to come out on top. It says we will leave our captivity in great substance. Even if it's 200 more years from now, the work y'all do today matters tomorrow. The work y'all do matters. Even if it's 200 years from now, your children's children supposed to have something they can inherit, man. And I know that the religious communities, the camps, the congregations, they're teaching all this religious stuff. They're giving you 1,000 scriptures, but they ain't telling you what's important. Yeah, man, the fast is going well, man. The fast is going well. I know y'all see I am full of energy right now. If I'm talking a bit faster than normal, this is day 3 without eating no food. I've been doing a water fast, and I'm even thinking about extending it to 5 days. Tomorrow night I can eat. And for those who don't know, that a lot of people joined me on this group fast. That's why I'm bringing it up. I'm not gonna go down that caveat of the fast. I'm gonna keep on topic, but I mean, man, yo, the fast is going well. I did yesterday. I felt really good. Today I woke up a little bit fatigued, but I'm good now. It's like once you start getting active and doing what you need to do, you good. But anyway, I'm telling y'all, man, we gotta do what's necessary to get through. You gotta adjust. Now, there was a video I shared with y'all. I'm gonna share this once again because this video, hold on real quick. This video is giving you some real information towards what's going to happen and how we should adjust. Hold on one moment. Let me see. I can get this full screen. One moment. Let me pull this up for y'all. Because this is what it's about. Getting the information that is going to help us when all of this goes down. Because the recession is here, man.
We're seeking permit.
It is what it is. All right, hold on. Let's reverse that.
We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board.
Trump's plan to unalive the IRS just hit Congress. And if it goes through, it means no more income tax, no more payroll tax. And this is the actual bill right here. You can go to congress.gov and read it for yourself. And before you think this is a win for the people, let me go ahead and break it down for you on the board, because this is either going to help you stack more bread or it's going to leave you worse off than where you started. Here's how we're taxed right now. You make $100. The government is going to snatch 25% of that right off the top. What you're left with is $75. Then you go out and spend this on necessities like groceries, gas, whatever it is. This is called your sales tax. And this might be about 7% average across the country. Some states don't have sales tax. So you made 100, but at the end of the day, it really feels like you only made $69.75 because everybody is getting their money. So here's what it's going to be like under the new tax system, what they call the fair tax system. So you got your same paycheck of $100. Only this time, there is no taxes. Instead of an income tax, they're going to have a sales tax, and this sales tax is going to be about 23% inclusive. You're still going to end up with the final value of your money being $76.92. Now, don't let the 23% fool you because that's marketing. Because in real life, that works out to about 30% at the register. So let's just say you were buying a TV that was $100. You're actually going to be paying about $130 out of pocket. So who wins and who loses? Well, the winners are going to be anybody who's making $120,000 a year or more, spending less than $50,000 a year. The losers are going to be anybody making less than $50,000 a year, and you're spending most of your money just to survive. You're going to feel that 30% tax on almost everything you touch. And considering the fact that the average household income is about $66,000 a year, we're likely going to have a lot more losers than winners. Now, before you flip out and start calling the president everything but a child of God, every month they're going to send you a check called a prebate based on your household size. What it's supposed to do is cover the sales tax you pay on things like food, rent, clothes, all the basic stuff. So if you got a family of 4, you get almost $800 a month, which comes out to about $10,000 a year just to offset the tax on your basic needs. But once your spending goes over that line, you're back in the tax zone. Now, what actually gets taxed? So not taxed. Used items, rent, mortgage, insurance premiums, utilities in most states. I can probably guarantee that California and New York, they're going to be taxing us. Healthcare paid through insurance premiums. Education, this is a big one. Business expenses, might be a good time to start a business. And investments, always a good time to invest. Now, here's everything that will be taxed. So new electronics, new clothes, going out to a restaurant meals. So I'm going to have to chill out on DoorDash. New cars, new homes, haircuts, personal services. Haircuts is already $100 for a cut. You have to learn how to cut some hair. So if you're building something like a business, you're going to end up keeping a lot more of your money because this bill, assuming it goes through, it's going to change the game for everybody. So don't get caught slipping out there and don't wait till this becomes law and you're not prepared. So if you enjoyed this breakdown, go ahead and follow me for more.
It's about being disciplined, not going out here trying to live this extravagant lifestyle, not out here trying to stunt and keep up with the Joneses, not being vain. Listen, you may have to purchase you a bucket, drive that bucket around and be proud of your bucket. Be happy with your struggle, man, because that struggle is going to consecrate you, man. That struggle is going to try you like go through the furnace. Don't be out here trying to be seen and stunting, going to all these expensive ass restaurants. Cook at home, man. These are just some of the tangible things that you can change that will actually help you in a situation, right? Don't be out here just spending money on a bunch of clothes and all that. Look, downgrade. Downgrade. Do what it is you need to do. If you need to wear a black tee, white tee for the next couple years, then do it. Go get your black tee and white tee game up. Keep it simple. Get you some Air Max opposed to some foam posits. You know what I'm saying? Be smart. It's just about being intelligent. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. And consider starting a business. Look, it be the people out there who be mega millionaires and they don't be fly at all. They had a bust down New Balance. They had a bust down New Balance chilling. They look raggedy in person. Guess what? They got millions of dollars. They be having millions of dollars in the bank. But they look crazy out here in the street. You would never know. Yeah, wealthy people wear basic clothes. Look, the problem with our people a lot of the times, man, we want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep up with the Joneses. We want to show what we got and all of that. Nah, we got to change that. We got to change that. Because guess what? That's weakness. That's weakness. That's putting a target on your back too, because you're supposed to be real secretive with your success in this day and age when everybody's suffering, everybody's struggling. Somebody said, breed, you be fresh though. Hey man, I do real simple stuff, bro. I keep it real basic. I keep it real basic, you know what I'm saying? I Black tee, nice cap, nice jeans, nice pants. But guess what? I get it for a value, a deal, man. I don't mind shopping at retail spots that are discount. I don't mind that because what's more important to me is digging wells. What's more important to me is having livable structures. What's more important to me is seeds and gardening, and you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yeah. Somebody says stick to the blacks, the whites, and the grays and keep it moving. Yeah, hit Burlington up, hit Ross up. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm tired of in America? And we just chopping it up right now. Yeah, hit up Timo. Timo go crazy. I'm tired of expensive cheap-ish. Newbury, what is expensive cheap-ish? I'm talking about when you are paying $200 for a shirt, $100 for a shirt, and it's cheap. It took $5 to build it, and you throw that thing in the dryer 2 times, and guess what? It's done. It's like throwing your money down a damn drain, bro. Where if you shop the right way, you can find high quality stuff for cheap. But that's neither here nor there. We're not gonna get into all of that. We ain't gonna get into all that. I'm just saying, man. We gotta do what's necessary. Don't live your life like the world's gonna end tomorrow. That's foolish. You got to be able to really understand the times you living in. Study the AI. Study computer engineering, data processing, study all that stuff. You may need it. Because, listen, when this recession hit, when the change of society takes place, just like the industrial revolution that we had, because that's what this is. It's the industrial revolution all over again, but it's like a new thing happening. If you don't adjust to that, you're going to have problems. You're going to have problems, and the scriptures are not going to get you out of the problems. It's not. The scriptures and these camp leaders and these teachers ain't going to get you out of those problems. What will get you out of it is actually doing. I can sit up here and tell y'all, man, y'all should plant gardens. And you be like, yeah, you know, Bree, we should. But if you don't do it, it doesn't matter. If a food shortage happened near your environment and you haven't planted those gardens, but you listen to me say it, guess what? I did absolutely nothing for you. Only when you are actually doing the work, when you are moving accordingly, when you buying seeds, when you see different communities that do off-grid retreats and different venues, you need to show up to those. I'm telling y'all, we got to show up to those. In our next event, we're going to be, oh man, we're going to have a whole workshop. We're going to be talking and we're going to be building, because there's a reason why the mega rich start buying up all this land and all of that. They know what's coming. Yeah. Listen, we don't get there by faith alone. Faith without works is dead, man. Faith without works is dead. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man. Hey, like I was saying, it's time that we do what we need to do. The world is not ending tomorrow. We don't know if America's going to end in the next 8 years. Only thing you could do is adjust. Trump said only the weak will fail. New Breed Global Truth agrees. Only the weak will fail. Only those with a religious spirit or those who are lackadaisical, those who don't want to do, they will fail. Hey, time to adjust. Hey, look, one love to y'all. More material coming. Y'all be blessed out there. Shalom and peace.